What's going on, guys? wayzz here, bringing you a brand new video. So in today's video, we're actually talking about something kind of serious. It was actually called panic attacks. And main reason is because I'm a student aide at my school, and so I kind of chill in the nurse's office or the dean's office and whatnot. And this girl came up today, and she was just like crying and struggling walking, and I was like absolutely like baffled on what was going on, because I mean, like, she didn't seem hurt, but she was crying and had trouble walking, and I didn't understand really why. And so I remember I was just standing there, and they asked me to help her bring her to the nurse, so I brought her to the nurse, and she was sitting there, and like as she sat down, she was legitimately shaking, like trembling, like almost as if she was in fear or something, and she was just shaking. And the nurse tried to get her to calm down. It was like, breathe in through your nose, out through your, or in through your mouth, out through your nose. Got to calm down. And they were doing this for like 5 minutes, and this girl's still shaking, heart rate, everything's going wrong. And they're trying to contact family, nobody's responding and whatnot. And I guess it all ended up being she was having an asthma attack, and she didn't have her inhaler. I guess she's not on an inhaler, she's on some type of medicine or something. But either way, like, she was just sitting there, and it was probably some of the worst things that I've ever seen at my school, is the fact that this girl was having an asthma attack and had, like, her family wasn't responding. Like, there was no one to help her except for the school nurse at that time being. And she ended up calming down, and everything was okay. We got her like over to a bed, and she was relaxing, and then all of a sudden, like, she started complaining about her heart hurting and was freaking out. And then this quickly went from like an asthma attack that was dying down to like some panic attack, and this girl was freaking out. Like, she began shaking again, and she couldn't breathe. She was like, she said her chest hurt, her heart hurt, and the nurse asked her, was like, well, out of 10, how bad does it hurt? And she's like, 10 out of 10, like, this thing is like, and she was crying and couldn't breathe and everything. And so he ended up having to call the ambulance, because again, nobody was there from her family yet. Her sister was on her way, but was taking her time, because I don't know, I'm sorry, but if my brother or whatever needed his inhaler, I would be there in like 2 seconds. Anyway, so the ambulance gets called, and so they showed up like 5 minutes later, but by the time they get there, she's calmed down or whatever, but they still had to like pick her up and take her to the hospital. And I just sat there the entire time, and I was like, this is crazy. Like, she went from an asthma attack to a panic attack, and then just couldn't breathe. And it blew my mind on how bad things actually can get when having a panic attack. Like, I didn't think things got that bad. Like, I thought people kind of, when they had a panic attack, like, would leave the room and just chill out. But this was the first time I guess actually like seeing a panic attack in person, or like an asthma attack, and it was crazy. I don't think I've ever seen like something that would have scared me that much in my entire life. Like, it was really bad, and this girl definitely freaked me out, and I truly felt bad for her. But there was nothing that I could have done, and so, because trust me, if I could do something, I would have helped. But there was literally nothing that I could have done, and it was just a sad sight to see. But hopefully she is all right. I honestly don't know. I'll probably find out tomorrow. I'll be like, yo, is she good? Like, what happened? I mean, honestly, she might not be at school now, but I just wanted to throw out a warning out there, guys. Is just be careful. And if you guys see anybody, of course, having a panic attack or a asthma attack, I mean, make sure you try and help them as many ways as possible. And I mean, some of the best help, though, is to leave them be. But I'm just throwing that out there. Just be safe, be careful, and hope everything goes well. But to totally jump topics, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at wayzz. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/wayzz. And that is going to go do it for this video, guys. Again, just stay safe out there, and I will see you guys later.